This video is on an introduction to the Crescent Walk. So the Crescent Walk, in the beginning at the white belt level, the basic level, we do the Crescent Walk in a front stance. Later, as you become more advanced, you'll do it in other stances as well. All right, but right now we're going to start in the front stance. So the very first thing I have to do, a Crescent Walk is simply stringing steps together. If I walk over there, I walk by taking 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Okay, so the Crescent Walk just means that we're going to walk in a particular way. All right, so this is our karate way of walking, one of them. We have another one called a dragon walk. Wait till you learn that. Okay, but the Crescent Walk, I need to establish first the stance that I'm going to be moving in. So from here, I'm going to take my left foot forward. Okay, I'm going to step forward with my left foot, just as we were doing in the other video, stepping forward in the stance. So now, to do another step forward, all I do is kind of just what I did when I stepped forward in the stance. My back foot, but now I have a rear foot that needs to step forward. So what happens is I have to lift the heel and bend the knee, and I give a little push with that foot to bring me to this position. And now I slide that leg forward and out. Okay, so to take that crescent step, I'm going to show you that again. Okay, I start back here. I'm going to step with my left, your right. I'm going to step forward. And now from here, my back leg, it's locked. It's in my stance. To move in a crescent walk, I don't want locked legs. Any kind of movement requires that I bend my knees and use my joints. For the stability of the stance, I might need to lock the leg depending on the stance. And this stance requires a locked leg. Your rear leg should be locked in your front stance. So now to move, that means I have to unlock it. So by lifting my heel and bending my knee downward, that's how I unlock that. Now I'm ready to move. Okay, so that's the beginning of my crescent step. My crescent step, now I push and I come to this position, and then I finish it by going back out onto that railroad track and now locking my new back leg. I'm going to step forward again. So now I release that leg, I slide to this position, and then I come out onto that line. All right, so that's my crescent step. As I string those together, it becomes a crescent walk. So if I'm going to crescent walk toward you, I'm going to start here with my left side ahead, your right if you're doing this facing me and walking towards your screen. Okay, I release the back leg. Notice my head didn't go up. I didn't do this. I didn't lift my heel and keep my knees straight. Okay, that's called standing up in our stance. We don't want to stand up in our stance. We want to stay down in our stance. That means we have to bend our knees and use our joints. So from here, my head stays down. I bend my knee. My heel comes up. I slide to this part toward my other foot and then back out again. Okay, to do the other side, I bend my knee so it drops down. My heel comes up. I slide to this foot and then forward and out. Bend, slide in, slide out. To go backwards, I bend the back leg, just like I was doing to go forward, but now I have to pull back. So you have to really think of your hips scooting back, bringing this foot to here, and then reaching behind yourself. I bend the back leg, slide this one back to here. So that's your crescent step, crescent walk. The crescent walk just means you're doing a bunch of them. So you're going to crescent walk, crescent walk, crescent walk, maybe backwards, maybe this way. Off I go, bye. Okay, so practice crescent walking around. I suggest that you do at least 50 of those a day. Okay, 50 each practice session. Before you know it, it doesn't take long, but you'll get really good at it if you're doing it right. Check back to this video as many times as you need to check on your own progress. Make sure you're doing it right. Okay, see you next time.